maternal field. I've been working with the maternal field for a long time. So even when before I did craniosacral therapy, I worked with a lot of women through their pregnancies and
Is that
kind
right?
of took on, yeah, I kind of was a bit of a doula, really, at lots of births, greeting babies coming out, and I've seen even now I know those a lot of those babies as teenagers. Some of them even, had babies of their own. So it's been, a
Amazing.
wonderful journey. And I think I got into cranio really because I wanted to treat babies.
Yeah.
So I've been really, really fortunate to work with you and, present working with babies and pregnancy for quite a number of years now, isn't it?
Yeah, a
I
long
think about
time. And
it.
it's a big
Yeah.
part of your practice.
It's a big part of my practice, yeah.
Yeah.
And babies just give us everything, don't they? They're just so clear and available and
Give us hope.
really wanting us, give us hope. Yeah. It's the place to start, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
if we can work with a lifetime from that stage,
Yeah.
it makes can make all the difference. So, I mean, you don't know what's going to have been the outcomes if you hadn't intervened
Exactly.
very early
Exactly.
on.
I could
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. I think it's the way we can intervene that's really
Yeah,
interesting.
it is, and we can really make things very different. And
Mm.
BCST for babies and children is becoming well, it's quite popular in New Zealand, isn't it? It's quite well
Yeah.
established.
Yeah, I think most people know about it. The midwives love it. They're sending uh, women along with or parents along with their children quite regularly. Even doctors,
Wow.
uh, pediatricians, even. I've had some referrals from them, especially working with mum, yeah,
Yeah.
during pregnancy. Because
Yeah,
that's where it really starts, isn't it?
it does, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Say
exciting.
preconception.
Sorry.
Would you even say preconception? Priming the mum's
Sure.
body for being in that state of,
I think
optimal.
fertility and
Mm.
I agree. I think that's a big piece of it, really. Getting people out
And
of, the autonomic
mm,
chaos, really.
yeah, having the biochemistry really ripen for
Yeah.
optimal environment, because that's where the environment starts. And it's like their bodies are priming all the way through
Mm.
birth to be ready for what's needed in the outer environment. They
Mm.
can taste mum's food, they can hear the sounds of the family unit, or they can, they're getting influenced by the chemicals of mum in utero. So
Mm.
it's like their brain stem, their limbic system's already priming for what's needed on the outside. Am I going to be really met with safety and, firm attachment, or, is it going to be more of a survival response?
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that we understand probably more than most with our work. So,
Yeah.
yeah, when babies are often brought for those things like colic or sleeping issues or attachment feeding um, issues. And yeah, it really comes back to those sort of nerves that aren't myelinated yet, the cranial nerves. And they're sort of ripening and prepping for, their neurodevelopment starts there. Yeah. It's almost like you see a 3-year-old and you can, you can't go backwards really from there, but you can do a lot, but nothing like you can from when they're infants.
Yeah.
No.
Newborn.
Gosh, yeah.
So, yeah, Lola, you're teaching, working with babies.
Yeah.
Just,
I'm so excited about that. That's been
yeah.
a long time coming, hasn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Um, Yeah, so yeah, we've got this whole I'm just having a look at what's on the agenda for it really. Um yeah, there's lots around supporting the family unit. So, I see it as concentric rings of baby's little system, attachment process to the primary caregivers, often mum, and how that's all going with their little physiology on the inside, which is as super complex, and that talking with mum's body, that symbiotic relationship, and then what's mum got supporting her, or in this day and age, we also have to remember it can be dads, who are doing the primary caregiving. But how do we support those concentric rings? We've got this ability to come around and hold the whole and bring a bit of cohesion into the field and see some really dynamic changes in that. So how we support the healthy bonding and attachment process. And obviously, baby's autonomic nervous system is primary for our lens to really come in and look at what's going on for them. So yeah, speaking with baby's body, really having a conversation, and how to slow ourselves down as much as is needed. So what I love about working with babies, it's taught me all the skills I bring to everybody else in my clinic. So be it a toddler, teenager, adult, yeah. If they're like little babies on the table, really, if we can bring in a similar quality to what we do with a new infant, I mean,
Yeah.
it can be a really dynamic
Yeah.
relationship.
We're all big babies.
We're all big babies, yeah.
That's my slogan.
Yeah. Um, so what I like about this seminar is it's really looking at some of um, the neuroendocrine uh, factors, the amygdala, and the pineal gland are really major in the developing infant. Because the amygdala is not actually hooked up to the cortex very well yet. So the way the amygdala gets met is going to have a big effect on how the cortical regions um, wire up. So I've always said if you want to optimize neurodevelopment, then work with the limbic system.
Yeah.
Just bring that safety in, um, and then also just gut health is primary with baby, right from how they're getting their microbiota laid down through to how the vagal tone is behaving, and and how the digestive, because it's so immature, right? A lot of those sphincters, the pyloric sphincter and the lower esophageal sphincter, they can be quite immature or getting pulled around by the tensile patterns in the baby that might have come from birth or from in utero lie. So I think that's all really useful information
Yeah.
to really delve into. And I think as well, we can see that later on in patterning in somebody's nervous system or gut system, as older people,
Yeah.
but it tracks back to understanding how it was in a baby system. So I don't think that you need to necessarily want to be just working with babies to do this training. I think it's really informative for people across the board. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Hopefully that's coming across.
Cool.